All right, so we're going to go over how to install a aluminum beam on a jet dock. This is going to be for a 5 cube wide boat class stern section. Now the aluminum beams, this is going to be one aluminum beam for a boat that's 20 feet or less. 22 feet and over gets 2 aluminum beams. So from the stern section, you have 1 seam here, 2 seam, 3 seam. Seam 3 is where the aluminum beam goes, okay? And in this section, you're gonna have 4 upright cubes, 2 inverteds butt together, another 4 here. Now you can't just put this aluminum beam in and put your regular connection pieces in. It takes special connection pieces. So this pin is cut out at the top. There's a little notch, okay? So is this one. All right, so these cut out notched pins, those go in. On this side, this is gonna be your port side, left side of the dock. If you're standing on it facing the bow, it takes a special short connecting fastener. It's maybe only 2 inches tall, give or take, okay? On the starboard side, you're gonna see this fastener. It's a normal fastener, but again, another notch has been put into it, like right there. Not very deep, just enough. Now this larger fastener with the notch in it is also gonna go in here, and it's gonna go in here. So what I like to do, if it didn't come like this from the factory already, take a marker, okay? Figure out where the notch is. All right. So there's the notch. You're gonna mark it, okay? So that way you know. This is important for the ones in the middle if it's hard to see, okay? So what you do is once you put these in, so you're gonna put these fasteners in here. You're gonna have to reach underneath. Okay, sometimes it helps just to prop this up, lift up the whole thing, slide a pin under it or a 4x4, and then be able to come in here. Sorry, I'm reconfiguring this dock. It's really dirty. So you put your fastener in, go underneath, tighten it up, and then from the top side, you're rotating it like this until the notch lines up with the seam. So this seam is where the aluminum beam is gonna go, horizontally. The notch needs to run horizontally. So the top of this is gonna sit like so on the beam. The notch goes into the beam, okay? So the easiest way to do this, to assemble a boat class stern section and or just put an aluminum beam in, is gonna be one, build this section first, okay? So again, the longer fastener with the notch goes on the starboard side. I'm gonna go ahead and put this together and then I'll show you the next step. All right, so the easiest way to get the beam in is take this section once it's fully built, flip it. And you wanna take your aluminum beam, flip it upside down. Make sure it's kind of lined up with this. You'll see the hole here. Make sure it's all the way down. Fully seated. All right, now come take a look over here. So this beam will be inside the notched part of the pins in the middle, inside the notched portions of the fasteners on these sides. Then on the port side, it's just going to sit flush. There's no notch in that very smaller fastener. So from there, you get a large carriage bolt, drops in through here, goes down through your connecting fastener, out the bottom. There's going to be a thicker, kind of medium-sized washer. That one goes on first, then your big flat washer, and then the small washer. Then you do your nut. Usually these carriage bolts, because they're square and they're going into a round hole inside the aluminum, when you go to tighten them, they will kind of hold themselves in place. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you strip out the beam when you're trying to tighten it. But get the one nut on there, then your lock nut, then your second nut. Snug them up pretty good. You want this to be tight. So that first nut I would tighten up a lot. Make sure this beam is pulled down. It's really tight right here. So once that's done, you got hardware in on this side, you have hardware in on that side. So here, step back a little bit. So the hardware is in on both sides. That's it on the ends. Then you flip the dock back over the other direction. So